Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Welcome. This is the art show. It's my first time doing the art show, and it's my first ever chat with a gallery director. We're at the Greg Kucera Gallery, and we're going to talk to the amazing Jim Wilcox, who's going to say, hello, Jim, how are you?
Hello.
Jim, take me through the gallery's presentations, please, if you would.
Okay.
You want to start here with
Sure.
this one? So what do we have here?
We have one of our three artists that we're bringing here. He's out of Seattle, Washington. His name is Anthony White, and his work is about being a young, gay, black man who is very involved with social media. And
Yeah, I can tell.
this is essentially a distillation of what it's like to be on Instagram and have this inundation of information coming at you all at once. Everything vying for your attention, everything saying that they are the best thing ever. And so he's got mixes of nostalgia, references to urban contemporary art, with the graffiti. We've got his ideas on identity and its presentation, both through how you present yourself in a social media environment, but also just what you're trying to make of yourself. Instagram, he sees as a purely aspirational thing. Everybody's showing what they want to be, and hoping that everybody thinks that that's what they are.
Sweet. Let's go inside. We'll start where there's no people.
Okay. So this is more of
Anthony's work?
This is actually a triple self-portrait based on the Goya print of the Three Witches from Macbeth.
Oh.
And he's got different things you can see referencing that you're looking at a screen on your phone, not so much a still life or a portrait. You can see aspects of the screen on there. But in here he's got different things referencing omens, like the black cat or the monkey's paw from The Simpsons, and different ideas of fear and competition. So it's called Batesian mimicry. And this moth here is an example of Batesian mimicry, where they try to look like either a predator or something that is not worth pursuing. And makes that connection between that and how we're approaching AI right now, where we've got this fear. Some people say it's unfounded and just go whole hog into it, and others are thinking maybe this is just another one of those things that we need to be afraid of.
Yeah.
And we need to hide from somehow.
This is him again?
This is him again. This is a piece called Always On Display. And it's a mixed gender, it's only mixed gender in the sense that it doesn't have any genitalia, but that's also the mannequin aspect of it. But it's mixed race, and it's this presentation of what am I going to be today? The mannequin has the aspect of being able to change its identity as it sees fit.
Now this is the work of Juventino Aranda.
Juventino Aranda.
Close.
Yeah, very, very close. He's a Mexican American living in Walla Walla, Washington, and these are two pieces that are painted onto Pendleton wool. He lives near a Pendleton wool factory, and he goes and buys their seconds.
That's a smart idea.
Essentially, the wool that's been rejected, because he sees that comparison between how they're rejecting wool that they don't feel is worthy, and comparing it to how the American government treats Mexicans, taking them in and kind of saying, actually, you're not ready for this.
Yeah, that's wild.
So he's taking them and he's reappropriating the already appropriated indigenous patterns and reappropriating them back to a Mexican American.
Sweet. It's nice. It's lovely. Now this is the final artist you said.
Final artist. Her name's Humaira Abid. She's originally from Pakistan, and she lives and works now in Seattle.
That must be her.
That is actually a portrait of the woman in black. That's not necessarily her. but she is a Muslim woman, and she does work based on the immigrant experience and on women's issues and what it is like to be a woman, both in a religion and how you're treated in the culture overall. So, like on these rear view mirrors.
These are interesting.
She carves the rear view mirrors and she does
These are
painting.
carvings?
They are. She carves them into a couple pieces and then creates ways to assemble them. And then she puts these paintings inside of immigrant experiences, refugee experiences, and this idea that hopefully this is a situation you can put in your rearview mirror, that it's something you're trying to get away from in the hopes of reaching someplace better.
Yes, let's hope, right? Oh,
This piece is called Woman with a Breast Pump. She's very concerned with how women can navigate the world. And so this was about motherhood for her, about the burden, as it were, but also the giving nature of being a mother. She carved all these faucets, and then
These are carved.
Yeah,
Holy
they're all
smoke.
carved wood,
I'm not touching anything.
and then they're gold leaf.
Wow. See, I would have thought that she just went to a plumbing supply and got all this. And the final piece is...
And this piece is called Zad-e-Ra, which stands for Provisions for a Journey. And the idea that as an immigrant, as a refugee, this is all you've got. You throw everything you can into a bag and you take off. And whatever is in that bag is now your home, essentially, until you reach your final destination.
Cool. What else can you tell me about the gallery?
We have been in business for 40 years.
40 years.
And Greg Kucera, I've worked for Greg for 25
Holy smokes.
years.
Nice.
And my wife and I just recently became partners with Greg. Greg is semi-retired, living in France, but we're running the gallery now in Seattle.
Excellent. Jim, I thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you talking to me and helping me out understand all these wonderful artists. All right, my friends, I'm going to let Jim get back to entertaining all the guests of the art show. We thank him kindly so from the Greg Kucera Art Gallery, and soon to be the Kucera Wilcox Gallery, maybe, right? Let's put that out there into the universe so he'll like us more. All right, you know who it is. It's me, it's Ken. We're doing that Piercing Ken thing from the art show at the Park Avenue Armory. My first time. I'm excited. 3 things. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, yada, 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 yada. See you next time. Bye.